Is it possible to find a good game for around $2 on Steam? I stumbled onto 6 games giving us everything from being naked to exposing scam artists, bad asset flip games, and a horror story that will traumatize me forever. But let's start with the first game, Intensive Exposure. A fast-paced arcade-like game where you expose yourself as many times as possible without getting caught by security. You can choose different characters, either being a normal pervert, Ghostface, or Harambe. I don't know why they dragged this poor gorilla into this. But to unlock those skins, you have to complete challenges. For example, showing your little man to 5 women at once. This game introduced a little story. I don't know why, maybe to show us that he is just misunderstood and wants to be loved. One day you just sit in your office, see the hot ladies working there, and this gives you the idea to buy a disguise and expose yourself in front of them. I had to first check out the uncensored version, and I have to say, I was impressed. Yeah. Oh my god, okay. I will put on the censorship. Expose yourself many times and as long as possible to get a multiplayer and a high score to then unlock new maps. Not only will the security run after you, but if you expose yourself in front of the thicker cube-shaped women, they will run after you too and slap you. You can dodge them by either cutting their path or stun them with these file drawers. At first the game was pretty fun, but got pretty challenging. I tried it many times but failed. I mean, I took it so serious to expose myself in front of cube-shaped women that I started strategizing my way in and out before beginning. If you want to know it, my strategy was pretty simple. Try to expose yourself in front of women that will not defend themselves. Try to only get 1 or 2 security guards to hunt you. I really can't believe that I went strategy mode on a game that lets you undress yourself in front of women. I made it to the next map and it got way easier because not only were there more things to drop and stun the security, but overall there were more people to get naked in front, making it way easier to get a multiplier. I managed to unlock all maps, and even though it sounds impressive, it's not, because there are only 2 maps you can unlock. I also unlocked Harambe, but the fun was short-lived. Because these characters don't add any benefit, nor does the voice change to a monkey when you play as him. I tried to unlock every character, but it got so boring to do the same thing over and over on the same map, so I only lasted 33 minutes. I liked it enough to give it 2 gems. But this doesn't stop there. We have more games coming up that are pretty wild. Because next we have a Souls-like game that starts off strong with the most cursed entrance I have ever seen. Anyway, after spawning and spamming my keyboard to know the controls, I came across character customization. Oh my god, look at her lips. Oh my god, her lips are perfect. Oh. I think that's perfect. Yes, that's totally normal. Oh, okay. Eye shape, yeah, breaks the game entirely. Oh, yes. Oh my god. Okay, so if she stands still, it doesn't really work. But like, if you start running, it works. Look at that. Oh my god. That's her lips. I killed my first enemies that don't fit the medieval time that we are in, and checked the rolling mechanic, and yeah, it looks really bad and feels bad too. The enemies took so long to walk towards me that I had a time to make a little background story about her. She wants to be a model, which is notable by her walk and lips. When all of a sudden a dragon stole her family, so she dropped the modeling career and became a dragon slayer. I think this is the most excitement that the game gets, because I found myself trying to open doors that I couldn't open. I thought there had to be a new area, right? But after pressing E on doors I couldn't open, I tried to brute force my way into things and it didn't work until I saw that path that led to nothing. This game was bad, but I had a ton of fun with the customization and leveling up was pretty easy, but I have to give it 1 dumpster fire. Our third game, TV, had 8 pages. It's a short horror game inspired by Slenderman, where you are in the forest hunted by evil monsters with TVs as their head. Your mission, collect 8 pictures of the developer's cat. This game won me over with cute kitty pictures, but also the graphics looks pretty cool, although I was kinda confused by the view and environment. My breathing sounds like an adult, but I just popped out a box of Lucky Charms. Look at this. After rewatching it, I get it. We are not sure. We just have a camera that films everything. But this wasn't clear at the beginning. And even if it is a camera, it looks like he attached it to his belt with all the wobbling and how short it is. I ran around, found the pictures that are not really that hard to spot, and got chased by the monster that was easily fooled by just walking to a house. I thought here that I was sneaking out, but I forgot that I'm not crouching. An idea came into my mind. Am I faster than the monster? And yes, I am. I just ran and collected every picture while being chased. In this game mode, you are being chased by a bunch of small monsters, but in the winter mode, this is quite different, because there's only one monster with the twist that you might freeze to death. Yes, these pictures are so important that we have to risk to freeze to death. At first, I thought I had to collect them in under 2 minutes, but no, you can just walk into something warm and the time resets. After collecting a bunch of pictures, I didn't see the monsters until the last picture, but like before, I outran him and finished it. Even though this game is inspired inspired by Slenderman, it doesn't hit the same. It was way too easy to beat and it didn't seem like a challenge. I checked out the dev on Steam and it seems like that they always publish meme-like games. Also, after closing the game, I felt kinda dizzy from all the wobbling, but it was still fun, so I give it 1 gem. I know, the last 2 games were pretty bad, but next is a game so bad, it's kinda good. Until I found out that the developer is a known scammer. Because the next game is called X17. Oh boy, this game showed promise right in the trailer where you could see the dev's taskbar. This game starts off with one of the best cutscenes in gaming history. Oh my god. Where is his eyeballs? He has none. He has no eyeballs. Wow, we get even slow motion. Oh. Ah, yes, of course. I don't know how this is possible. Neither will we ever know who that poor man was. Anyway, you play as Mark, who created a power called Obelisk. And naturally, other species wants to steal the power. Or that is what he is led to believe. Alright, forget the story. It's not that important. But what's important is this. Yes. Directed by Jason Welch. Produced by Jason Welch. Written by Jason Welch. Ooh. Oh my god, there's no way. Look at the mouth. I'm here for my doctor appointment. Level designer Jason Welch. Wow. Bro, why is this white? Wait. What is that? Look at that. He has 3 noses. Oh my god, that's insane. Blueprint scripter, Jason Welch. Yes. Oh my god. 3D animators, Jason Welch. Wow. Thank you, Jason Welch, for this amazing masterpiece of a game. No, I don't understand what's wrong with you. What do you mean you don't understand what's wrong? Okay, you think she looks weird? Look at him. What is wrong with him? Pre-early access. What? Following that good laugh, a cutscene plays where every experiment gone wrong NPC starts screaming, when just the game makes a rough cut to the part where the entire place is destroyed and filled with monsters. For the sake of your ears, I won't play how loud the game is, and keep in mind, you can't lower the volume of the game. So here's a picture of the audio level. I've never seen an audio file so loud that it fills the entire clip. Regardless, I tried to kill these monsters that apparently roll around the whole time. What makes them harder to kill? You have 2 different weapons, but you can switch through different attachments, either to make it a minigun or to shoot electric explosive, what I will use for the rest of the game, because the others wouldn't kill them at all. Also, what's funny is the dev looped the NPC's movements, because when you see a woman trying to crawl away from these scary monsters, she would just reset back to her position after crawling about 1 meter. We will see more bad stuff in this game, because after killing every monster in that room and walking further, encountering even more monsters stuck in the wall, I entered a room where I didn't know where to go next. For some reason, this giant window with these giant curtains caught my attention. I thought maybe I have to go through there, but no, I instantly died. I couldn't respawn, I couldn't restart, so I had to force quit. To the next level, where we get a cutscene from a different planet, where they talk about that they want to kill us, but nothing could prepare me for this. Whoa! Hey! Oh gosh, God doesn't have a butthole. Okay, I have to blur this. Oh my god, that's insane. I love this game. This cutscene with her, the guy called Thanos, and the planet getting invaded goes for a full 7 minutes and 37 seconds. That said, we escape the building and have to reach a subway station, but this comes with more flaws. Like the game having this weird blooming effect and being in ultra slow motion for quite a time. Thanks to the bloom effect, it looks like I get shot from every angle possible, but I noticed later that this is more just a copy and paste screen with the opacity being lowered than actually a bloom effect. This level had nothing special other than the little cute monsters holding their gun upwards but still hitting me. Who doesn't love physics, right? Here comes the cherry on top, or the creme a la creme. Oh, is that the subway? Yes, we did it! It's a cutscene, oh, okay. There's no way. I have to mute it because of copyright, but just imagine it's Michael Jackson Thriller. For a good 2 minutes, I laughed pretty hard while the zombies are just getting down. And of course, I couldn't resist. This might be the best game ever. You probably ask yourself, probably not, do these zombies have anything to do with the story? Absolutely not. We won't even see them ever again. Dear future rising developers, if you don't want to catch a lawsuit, don't put copyrighted music into your games. But this developer didn't stop there, because we now have to protect Eliana from those monsters, while she hacks the keypad. Maybe it's an advanced hacking system that I don't know about. Unlocking the last door, a cutscene plays of someone riding the train like a skateboard while the floor is disappearing. But then the train derails. So to that tragic scene, the developer put in another copyrighted music called Mad Word. Faces. I have to mute it again, but... This game is not real! Who was that guy? Why did this happen? Like the zombies, we will never know. And this doesn't add anything to the story, other than another copyright claim for the developer. But it doesn't stop there. After that horrifying scene, the guy just lives and apparently we are the guy who died. This wouldn't make sense because why would you do that in the first place? It didn't add anything to the story, but I was a fool thinking that anything here adds to the story. Because the next part is where Eliana scolds us that we need to get our stuff together. When all of a sudden Let's Twist Again starts playing and our guy here starts dancing to that music. And also Eliana joins us. At this point I was thinking, man, this has to be the best game in 2024. When they suddenly stop and we have now to protect her while she repairs the spaceship, but this doesn't go as planned because every monster is just stuck in place and invincible. Luckily, we don't have to play the entire game to unlock each level. We can just skip to the next level without playing it. But here's where I gave up, because not only could I walk around the cutscene, didn't find the power to unlock the door, and the door literally has the Unreal Engine 4 logo on it, but we can walk through everything, and I mean really everything. Objects and walls don't even matter in this game anymore. You can see that the developer stopped putting effort into this game, if there was any effort to begin with. I checked out the other levels that tells you to reach a lab, for example, but you can just walk through this building where the lab is located. When I scrolled through Steam reviews, I came across a review warning us that this developer is a scammer. Pansy Game Studios, led by Jason Welch, like we saw at the beginning. All we have to know is that he started multiple Kickstarters for asset flip games. Not only that, but for his games he hired artists he then proceeded not to pay. To support small developers, Wisconsin granted him $10,000 for a game that at the end looked like shit. This game we just played was made in 2016, and like we saw in the beginning, it's still in pre-early access, with unfinished levels and levels coming soon. This game was really funny and I almost gave it 0.5 gem, but with all that, I just give him 5 dumpster fires. Next up, we have She Shoots You, the sequel we never asked for of He Shoots You. Your goal is simple, kill zombies and clear the area, but this comes with its flaws. On the first map was the first problem. For a good amount of time, you don't get any gun, which left you with kicking the shit out of zombies. Next map looked a bit better. Not only were guns in almost every house, but we also get to shoot our first zombies. Something I thought was really funny was when you want to enter a house, you don't open the door. You just crash into it, making the door fall down. Apart from kicking zombies, you can press E to have a little fighting animation. That looks pretty cool and will instantly kill the zombies. Some of you probably noticed already that this game is or tries to be a copy of Deathly Stillness, which I played when it first came out. In Deathly Stillness, you can shoot zombies, customize your weapons and character. The graphics in Deathly Stillness are amazing and so are the weapons. All of this was made by one guy, making it free for everyone to play. Suck on this, Jason Welch, with your asset flip game. While this dev tried to hop on the trend, rush to publish it just to sell it at a whopping 50 cents. I really hope that the game was a hidden gem like Deathly Stillness, but it's just a ripoff. And you won't believe this, but this dev is so lazy that he just used the cover on the marketplace as a Steam cover. This game deserves 3 dumpster fires. Okay, I will warn you for the next game, because it's a horror story game that will traumatize me forever and is nothing for the weak nerves. You play as Ron, a little boy who has a pretty rough childhood. It starts with his mom coming late home, even though it's his birthday. Not only that, but she also forgot to buy a present for him. So the mom came up with the perfect story that Mr. Redface will bring presents to good children while they're asleep. But the dad doesn't buy it and calls the mom out. He knows why she's late again and wants to talk to her alone. We have to go now in our room while our parents are talking and go to sleep, when all of a sudden we get a vision of a strange creature walking to our closet. In the morning we wake up to a gift from Mr. Redface. A doll that looks exactly like us, has the same name and can talk thanks to magic. We notice though that his neck is kinda loose, but the doll just says that his master makes mistakes sometimes. But it's just a small flaw compared to the other dolls. Only saying this gave me goosebumps, but let's move on. We want to play. The master stores the doll's toys in the closet. Try saying this 5 times in a row. We try to open the closet, but it's stuck. So the doll tells us to do it again. And so we do, but the door is still stuck. Funny enough, I really thought that I will get jump scared here. But now the doll is hungry and wants to eat something. Apparently the doll can feel everything we feel. His master linked our emotions and senses together so that he can understand us easier. Luckily our mom left a note on the fridge that says that she left our favorite dish in the fridge that we can heat up. Apparently we are lazy about eating. So mom asked us to learn to take care of ourselves and stop making her worry so much. After eating, we need to take our medicine. So far I thought if I take the medicine, the doll won't talk anymore. But no, it gets even crazier. You won't believe the actual plot of this game. Because this is our favorite dish, the doll performs some magic and makes the plate never run out of food. When all of a sudden this happened. You just chugged the whole bottle. I thought you couldn't drink and eat. Oh! What the fuck was that? I don't know. Whoa, I have goosebumps all over me. Oh no, the ball. My dad's gonna whip my ass. I hope he's still asleep. Your dad? Don't worry, my master has taken your dad away. In our parents' room, our dad is nowhere to be seen. The doll again says that his master took him away because he's a bad person for hitting and yelling at us. Mr. Redface sounds kinda like a hero, but we want our dad back because it doesn't matter what he does, he will always be our dad. Here's where we and the doll argue. The doll tells us that the master takes every parent away that is a bad person. We beg the doll to free our father, so the doll agrees but warns us that his master won't like it. Because the dad is far away, we need to take a shortcut through the parents' closet because our closet is still stuck. Just put dad's radio in front of the closet and set the right frequency to open the right portal. Oh! Seems like that's not it. Let's try it again. That's so cool. I think this is the one. Go ahead and step in. I'll stay here and watch the house. Hey! We now have to describe our dad because there are a lot of dads named Bruce in here that are bad. The cat wants us to describe it more than just saying his name and that he's bad. She pushes the info out that he hits and slaps us often. And when we say it, she instantly knew who he is. Okay, nice. Oh, Peter. Sorry. Boo, haha, he just got startled. Who are you guys? Just like you, we're kids on our way to find our parents. We're staying here for a bit. Do you want to join us? Sorry, I'm in a hurry. Okay, see you later. Crazy. Hi, Dad. The moment when you download a transparent image, but it's not really transparent. Yeah, our dad is completely gone. We find a blue card next to the dad that says spell. We wake up in our parents' closet. Our mom asks us what we're doing there, and we tell her about Mr. Redface that has taken dad away, but the mom says that this is good. And even crazier, she asks us about our doll Ron. We ask her how she knows about it, and apparently we have this hallucination every time we don't take our medicine. It's midnight the same day, and we have to go to sleep, when all of a sudden we see our doll levitating and Mr. Redface attacking us. Our mom sees us on the floor, puts us in her room and promises us that she will take the day off tomorrow to take care of us. But the next day, we see her bed empty. She sadly broke the promise. We go into our room when we see the doll on the floor, beaten up. His master beat him up for the thing we did yesterday, and that Mr. Redface took our mom away. We have to now rescue our mom and dad, but the doll thinks it's a stupid idea until we show him the blue spell card that will defeat Mr. Redface. We rush into the portal and spawn at the same location. The kids are hiding behind the car like they know what is about to happen. We see our mom crying. The doll tells us to throw the spell and move behind cover, and so we do, when all of a sudden Mr. Redface walks in and the spell defeats him. At that point I had several things in my mind, like why was it so easy to defeat him? Where is this all going? But nothing could prepare me for what happens next. We exit the closet and see our doll disappearing. His master got defeated and so does the magic of him. But this is what the doll wanted and tells us to go to our parents. We meet our parents like we left them earlier, arguing. Excited, we tell them that they are free now, but the dad just slaps her. He knows the reason why she's late all the time, because she has an affair. The mom had enough and tells the dad that he lives off her all year round while he is home and does nothing. She brings money home to support her child, so whatever she does is none of his business. So the dad slaps her again. She wants a divorce and one of them will move out, but she will take the child with her. So the mom leaves, leaving us with our dad alone. The dad drinks and smacks the bottle on the table, drinks even more and smacks it even harder, when all of a sudden his face turns red. When Dad, or now Mr. Redface, says that he won't let this happen, but he just walks past us into our room. When we follow him, we suddenly see us on the bed and our dad strangling us. No way. All we hear now is that the dad puts us in the closet that was locked the whole time. The doll, still alive, says that he is sorry for us and thinks that we are able now to open the door of the closet. We open the closet and we see us dead inside. We ask the doll why he doesn't know anything about it, but the doll tells us that we always knew, so we look confused at the doll. The doll explains that he is the knowing part of us. We rejected and denied the fact that he killed us to make ourselves feel better between us and our dad. The doll's job was to find a way to lead us back to reality. He apparently tried many times to help us accept the truth as easily as possible, and when we ask how long we have been dead, the doll responds with 14 days. Every time the doll fails to lead us to reality, our memory disappears and starts at the moment our dad killed us. A clip plays of our mom finding us dead in the closet, with the next clip being our mom at the police station. The police officer asks about any clues, but our mom doesn't know anything, when all of a sudden a blue card lands next to her. Like the one spelled card, but in reality, because this is the motel where the dad is hiding. The dad gets sentenced to jail and your mom holds your funeral, all while we are watching. A child from earlier appears and calls us into the closet. Oh. These were all kids that got killed by their dads. Buried, burned, car trunk, closet. Goosebumps, oh my god. This is the most unsettling game I have ever played. Yeah, I had to take many deep breaths. I have seen games like that before, but never with that kind of storytelling. Every piece of information built it up to that exact point, and this was storytelling at its finest. This game is finished in around 30 minutes, and for $2, this game will live rent-free in my head. It's been a long time since a game made me feel sad in a weird way. I have to give this game 5 gems, but I have to say, nothing can traumatize me more today than seeing his wiener.